Here's raining out now, and here's the rain camp. I've got the clam shelter. This is the Traveler. It's a small one. That's set up. I put on the walls. I had waterproof this just yesterday. I sealed the seams on it on the roof. I'm happy about that. So the areas that I seam sealed are right here. You can see these needle holes. You know, this is nylon under heavy tension with these struts, so that's not, you know, something that I'm going to complain about. You want to use this seam grip seam sealant. It's the best I've found. It's highly recommended by all the manufacturers. But what you do is you get this seam grip stuff, and the brand is called Seam Grip. I'll put a link in the bottom for you. I did it on the outside. And the other place it's sewn through on the roof is over here, this Velcro that holds the struts on. That's sewn through also. So I sealed that on the exterior. And I did not seal up here yet, but I'm feeling around. It hasn't leaked at all. It's been raining for about an hour. That goes across this thing, and that's a potential leak point. They use lap-filled seam on that, which is supposed to be more waterproof, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm out here. I want this dry. So I seam sealed that. This whole thing took, on this shelter, it took 1 tube of seam grip to do this. Hey, wear rubber gloves when you use that stuff. It's really viscous and sticks like crazy. Do it outside or you're going to have hallucinations. Even though you can see these needle holes, they're all perfectly well sealed and they're totally dry. I've been feeling around this whole thing. Out here, I put up the wings. If the rain is coming down at any kind of an angle at all, any kind of a breeze, it'll blow the rain right into the kitchen. And you know, that's the way it works, right? And these wings prevent that. They help quite a bit. They keep this area back here dry. Now, in the past, I've always put the shelter up over the hatch, so I had like a little dry space there. But this time I'm experimenting with this as my dry space, and this is a place to an outdoor area. I also put in Luminoodle lighting up here. For at night. I had dinner out here last night, and that was my lighting for dinner. So, hey, you know, maybe you can hear the rain on this thing here. So, yeah, it's all working out good. I've got limited space in my Teardrop trailer. What are you going to do with this wet jacket once you're, once you've had enough fun out here and you want to get in the trailer? I just bring a plastic bag. You know, I shake everything off. I stuff it in a plastic bag when I'm done, and that'll contain the moisture and keep the interior of the trailer dry. Hey, is this a good color for hunting season or what? What it really does is it creeps out everybody that doesn't have on orange clothing. They immediately start looking for orange clothing. I put the stuff in a plastic bag, and that'll keep the rest of the trailer dry. I can stow that bag in the car or in the trailer, anywhere. But I won't get the mattress wet. I won't get the you know, the futon wet, the couch mode, and it just keeps the humidity down in the trailer, and it just works good. And hang it up. I bought these folding hangers. So they fold up like this, and you can hang them up here. You know, I have a lot of space up here. I could put a whole load of them up here, but I can dry out my jacket. In lieu of that, if that's too complicated, I use these stainless steel hooks quite a bit. I use them a lot. I carry about a dozen of them with me, and I use these in bathrooms. I hook them on shower stalls and stuff like that. You know, there's never enough hooks. I can just leave my jacket and my clothing out here to dry while I'm waiting for better weather, and it'll all drip off, and everybody will be happy. Much neater, right? Looks kind of nice. It gives a good impression when other campers come through. Now, this is a Columbia jacket. I forget which model it is. It was like $50. I bought every color they had. Of course, they stopped making it now. They changed the design totally, and they've kind of cheapened it, if you ask me. But this one's pretty good. I bought them on sale end of season a couple of years ago, and I always love these Napoleon pockets. I just love any clothing I get. I look for a Napoleon pocket on here, and I can stick in my sunglasses and other stuff in there. It's supposed to be totally rainproof, this jacket, you know, and I'm sure it will be for the first rainstorm. Then as they get older, they start to leak. But I've got so many of them, I don't care. So what I noticed is you want this shingle effect that the clam shelter has. you got to keep an eye on this, because you can see here is a user error. I did not overlap this the right way. So I'm going to do that now, and sometimes you have to snug down the Velcro. You know, I put it up kind of hastily in the rain. You know, it's not going to help. Actually, this one, look at that. There's just a little hole there, so I'm going to fix that right now. It's not going to help you much if you don't know what you're doing, you know. I've tried many times to capture the vivid greens that are here in the woods in the rain. And this place is beautiful. It smells like pine. I mean, it's a pine forest, and the moss is just vibrant green. It rained all night last night, and the clam shelter, I'm happy to say this morning, is 100% dry inside. Sealing the seams really made the difference for that drippage on the top part if you have that problem. And the walls worked good once they're properly installed. They kept it totally dry inside. So another thumbs up on the clam shelter. These things are, in my opinion, they're very good shelters. I haven't found anything better yet.